By the way, Count of Vrtba, who built this place, also was supporting one artist in music. I am now sending the picture. You can guess who is on the picture, but it's difficult. Of course, I do not expect you will know, but I will let you listen a little bit from one of his composition. You can try to guess who the author is, because I will tell you one of his most famous pieces is the composition called Four Seasons. Who knows? Write me down who it is if you. So that was one of the Vivaldi's works, and that particular one was written for Count of Vrtba, for the owner of this garden, owner and builder of this garden. Count of Vrtba was a big music lover, and he supported Vivaldi. Vivaldi was quite popular here when he was alive. He even came to Prague often, and one of the supporters there is Count Morzin. His palace is like now under the castle, so behind me. And for Count of Morzin, Vivaldi wrote this Four Seasons. So you see, it's really connected with our country. And now let's go to this kind of hidden, not now because the leaves are gone, but kind of hidden part of garden, which you can enjoy by yourself. And as I told you, the Count of Vrtba was a lover of music, and what you probably haven't noticed, which we were listening to Concerto D major, V93. I will put it here so you know. Sorry, it's too close. Yes, like this. So that's what we were listening, just a piece. I will read you what the Queen wrote about Count of Vrtba. That was a queen. She was Queen Sophie Dorothea of Prussia, and she was visiting Prague, and she wrote a letter to Crown Prince Frederick II of Prussia after her visit to this place. Her name was Sophia Dorothea of Hanover, so that's her name. Yes. And I will read for you now what she wrote in her letter to her son about Count of Vrtba. There is a count from Bohemia named Vrtba, very small in stature, but a great lover of music, especially the lute, which he plays almost continuously. Though he plays it with real delicacy, he is tiresome in his constant effort to make himself heard. I don't know what kind of pious rapture would have to take hold for that to change, but I doubt it will ever happen. And I am glad, my dear son, that you are spared it. So that was the letter, and I think that it's quite like embarrassing to hear the Queen telling that you are too much pushing your music. However, the composition from Vivaldi was, of course, for lute and for flute, because both of them were loved by Count of Vrtba. And now I'm going to show you back a little vase, which is my favorite here, as there are two guys on it. Really beautiful guys here. That one is smiling, and you can see in his face that he really enjoys. And it's a putty. That's really like a boy. You can see his feet are just like human. But on the other side, you have this faun, or satyr, who is, again, I call him Hobbit, and nice ears, but also impish face. So this is my most favorite piece of Baroque sculpture here, just these two boys laughing and enjoying themselves. And one of the best things here is you can live in this place. There are apartments where people live, and they even have this beautiful, beautiful terrace. The only problem with this terrace is that there are people like me peeking inside with their telephones and going into their private spaces. So let's look this like a place was added a little bit later. We are talking about early 19th century, and that was used by Mikoláš Aleš. I will post a photo of his name. So that's Mikoláš Aleš, who was our artist, and all my childhood. Another nice picture for the kitty. So during my childhood, all the books about Czech legends were painted by Mikoláš Aleš, by this man who has his atelier here. We can peek inside to see some of his paintings, but I will post some of them for you. So just need to find it. I actually have this. And this is kind of funny because he was asked to paint it on a building, not only to paint it like on a paper, but also on a building. But he told, I'm not the banky, I'm not going to climb the building. And he asked his friend who did it. So his friend painted for him the buildings, and he was just sitting in a pub down under and watching it being done. Yeah. And so this is, imagine we are really like opening the curtains from coming up from the bottom. So there is like a curtain going up with the beautiful terrace balcony with all the statues of the goddess and gods. We've been up there a moment ago. So let's do some pictures. If you like the pictures, it's going to be really, I would love if you can post them to Facebook groups, because that will be really nice to share them. You see a lot of that's sometime moments ago it was completely red. I will post a picture of you how it looked a couple days ago. So it was a little bit more colorful with all the red, but I think it's quite wonderful. And now we are going to the bottom floor, to down here, and that's the bottom garden, still in flowers, having the warmer colors, the red one as the cold is coming, and the fountains with the putti fighting the dragon. And time to time, twice a year actually, they are doing the night here. I will post a couple of photos. Now I'm sending 3 photos, which I have taken here 1 week ago when I was here at the night screening. So that's the fountain with the flowers, with the even fishes are there, and that was with night lights and night walk. So what do I have here? That's not only about. I've downloaded these. So look at the post at 3 more pictures. This is how it looks here at winter. I was asking if I can do the tour in winter here. However, there's no chance because it's going to be a bit dangerous and slippery. But at least the photos are really beautiful with snow. That's the way where we have started the tour. So we have walked down, and now we are almost at the bottom of the garden. So let's go down. And as I have told you, this is the hotel. And if you are staying in the hotel with your key from your room, you can go through these doors and have private entrance to the garden just for free and as you want. So that's not only, the gardens were not built only for your like smelling, for your nose and for your eyes, the beauty, but also for your ears. And the sound, you can hear maybe something. You can hear the birds singing because there is an aviary. This aviary, there is a zebra finches. There is like a canary birds. So I'm posting 2 pictures of the birds who are here. That's a Prague Zoo who takes care of these birds here. And they are living here and they have even their background. So the garden was also built for not only for your eyes, but also for your ears. Now let's go to see the whole theater-like scene from here. And I will tell you what was here in the garden during communistic